La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
Dudes and dudettes, welcome back to the channel, guys. So this video is focused on the business side of my life. So this is what I do pretty much all day, every day for good 8 to 10 hours per day, is make ad copy, make funnels, make websites, find products, and advertise my products through Instagram influencers. So if you guys don't focus for a good 5-10 minutes here, you guys won't gain any knowledge whatsoever. But if you do, focus is the key to success. So again, lock in, focus for a good 5-10 minutes. It'll change your life substantially from a monetary point of view. So strap in, buckle up, here we go. Get ready to have your mind blown. Alright, so we're in the computer, but before we begin the video, guys, it sounds cliche, but I want you guys to put in your thinking caps, lock in focus for a good 5-10 minutes here. You guys will make a lot of money from this process. The large majority of you guys won't grasp the concepts I'm about to explain because you guys are distracted by 10 things right now, by your phone, by your computer, by tabs that are open on your computer, by the television, by your friends and family. You guys won't grasp the concepts fully if you guys aren't paying attention fully, if that makes sense. So focus, again, is the key to success. So lock in focus for a good 5-10 minutes, the whole video, if you want to, and you guys will make a lot of money from this video. But here we go here. So the first step in this 4-step process of making money through my chosen way of making money online is making a website. And I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, making a website so hard, coding's impossible. You don't need to know coding in the 21st century in 2019 to make a website now. So you use a website to make a website, if that makes sense. So Wix makes websites for you very, very easily, and so does Shopify. So Shopify is my main go-to place to make websites and sell products through those stores. So Shopify.com or Wix.com to make your website. And the point of this video is not to make a website, so I'm just going to show you guys the websites and you guys can dabble with this yourself. But websites can be made pretty simply in about 30 minutes. So don't overthink this. Websites are very easy to make in 2019. The next step is finding a product within your niche. So my niche that my store is in is sports, specifically soccer or football. So if I go onto AliExpress, which is the main wholesale website in China to buy wholesale goods, I can find football products for extremely cheap that I can sell on my website via drop shipping. So a quick example of this website, this is not the point of the video, but I'm going to show you guys an example anyways because it's important for you guys to understand this concept, is soccer goal or goals. So I'll do soccer goals, see if that helps. Soccer goals are trendy in 2019. So we can buy goals on here for $8, for $12, for $18. So I'm buying it for $18 and then I list it on my website for what I think it sells for, or I can sell for in my market or my niche. So if I'm making $60 on a goal, I'm buying it for 18, I'm selling for 80, that's my markup. So my markup is $60, that's the price that I'm making per goal, if that makes sense. That sounds kind of complicated, but my markup for the goal is what I think it can sell for. Not what it is on the website, but what I think it can sell for in my market. So it sounds complicated, but it's pretty simple. One product that I wasn't planning on showing you guys is one that I'm running ads for right now on a few different pages for influencers. And it's one that's going to be trending a lot this year in regards to this specific niche and product within the niche. It's socks. So if we go on to truesocks.com, we can find how they market their socks and how they advertise their socks and the prices they list their socks at. So if we go on to football, we can find that the average price of their socks is around $40, which is absolutely insane because it's just a pair of socks. Like, what's so amazing about it? Well, it's a grip sock. So that's their markup, is because there's little grip things at the bottom of the sock. So it costs that much to make, obviously. So it's worth $40. Okay. No, it's actually not. So if we go on to AliExpress and we search, we'll do sports socks men and see what pops up. We find that there's a very similar product on this website, a very, very similar product on this website that's going for $3 a pair. And when we look further into this product, we can tell that it's exactly like a True Sock. So True Socks, sorry to move the camera a little bit because the lighting was bad, is making like 4,000% off their investment pretty much, because there's no way that they're spending more than $4 a pair to make, because they're going for $3 now on AliExpress. So I would imagine that they're making them for like 50 cents to $1 a piece, and they're selling them for $40. So that means they're making like a 4,000% return. So I'm gonna undercut the market by selling them for $12. And that's where my little strategy comes into place, because no one wants to spend $40 when you can get the same product for $12. So I'm still making a 400% return because I'm selling them for $12 and they're worth $3 on this website. So that's the product, is socks. And I would not spend $40 on a pair of socks ever, although I have in the past, but now I know that there's products on this website that can really provide the same value, the same products, and it's a fraction of the price. I'm definitely going to buy these for myself and not spend $40 on just a branded sock that has a T on them. So same sock, same product, it's just branded. So that's where product branding comes into place, and that's where I should really talk about that in the future, as well as product branding and the power of that. But that is my product, guys. So I'm going to use socks as my product to market on my website. Now that we have our product, we're going to market that product. So actually, first step is creating our ad copy. So ad copy is huge, and the ad copy is just the ad that you're going to run on the platform that you wish to run it. So Canva is by far the best website you can use to create ads for the specific platforms that you want to run ads on. So I make all my thumbnails pretty much on Canva, besides Photoshop and a few other platforms that help me out to making my amazing thumbnails. So here's an ad that I created for this sock, go figure, and it's called the Moeller 3.0 Mid-Calf Crew Ultra Grip Football Socks for $15. So my markup is 500%, and I'm still saving, they're saving 60% because the closest competitor is selling them for $40, and it's plus shipping as well. So save 60% plus free shipping. That's unbeatable, and it's a swipe up ad, meaning that it's on Instagram and it's a story. And there's a whole strategy behind Instagram stories and ads and feed posts and whatnot and feed ads that I'll go into in a little bit here. But that's our ad, and it's very easy to make a story ad. It's a 1080 by 1920, so that's the dimensions for the specific story post that we want to do for Instagram. And then for a feed post on the same platform on Instagram, it's going to be a 1080 by 1080, and that's going to be a preset already aligned for you. So the story is going to be a custom dimension that's in the top right corner, custom, again, 1080 by 1920. It's going to be the story feed post, story ad that you guys want to do for your product. So now that we have our product and we have our website and the ad, it's time to market our product on Instagram. So now we're in the phone, guys, and the reason why we're using influencers is because that they hold a certain market that we want to capture, and that's the football market. So most of us who have been around football long enough and been around Instagram long enough have seen these highlight pages that contain football videos and pictures and posts and whatnot, and we want to capture their customers, their followers, and turn them into our customers and viewers or followers. So we're going to contact these pages between 100,000 and 500,000 because that's the ideal market for us. It's not too expensive to run an ad, and we're still in the testing phase. So we're not sure if our ad copy is right, the product is right, so we're going to run ad tests on these pages because they're not too expensive and they hold a large enough audience for us to see if our product and ad copy is correct. So if we go on to, let's just do 433. For a page like this, guys, no joke, to market something on their page or their story, it costs between like $2,000 and $5,000 easily to market one post on their page. Because they have 19 million followers, okay, their leverage is huge. So we're not going to contact them, guys, or Arl Designs. Arl Designs is probably the second biggest page on Instagram when it comes to football, and they have 7.5 million. So those two you want to avoid completely, and just look for pages between 100,000 and 500,000. So if we go on to, let's just do football rank and see what pops up. So football rank is 225,000, so that's within our budget, and they have a DM or email to get in contact with. So look for in the bio inquiries, DM or email, and that's ideal because they're influencers. So they want your money, they want your services, and they want to work with you. So you want to email them or DM them saying that you are a big time influencer who wants to stack accounts or something, etc., etc. Just make it sound like you know what you're talking about, even though you guys are noobs at this or beginners. Just make it sound like you're an expert at influencers and you're haggling the price. So for a page between 100,000 and 500,000, your ideal price would be between $20 and $100 for a post on story or a post on the feed. And ideally, for a feed post, you guys don't want to do 24 hours. You want to do between 3 and 6 hours because a feed post is dead after like 6 hours. So you save money, and also the post is dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So a feed post for 3 hours is a lot cheaper than a feed post for 24 hours, obviously. So ask for a 3-hour feed post because these companies or these people that run these pages, most of them are like 13 years old. They're super, super young, and they have no idea how to rank their services and accurately list their prices. Most of them are pretty young and pretty inexperienced when it comes to pages and Instagram, so you guys can haggle prices pretty easily when it comes to advertising on their pages. Now, when it comes to DMing them, you guys want to make sure that you get analytics from their specific page. Now, analytics can be obtained through their business account, which is pretty easy for them to send to you. So if they don't send them to you or send it to you, then meaning multiple pictures, because they will have multiple pictures when it comes to their analytics. This is what analytics looks like when it comes to a specific football page. So these are some pictures I obtained when I was marketing on some football pages. Now we have story posts, we have impressions, which that's by far the most important thing, is looking at impressions. So for this account right here, we can tell that it's massive when it comes to views, to followers, to reach. They had 6 million accounts reach from October 11th to October 17th. They had impressions 39 million. Website clicks 16,000, emails 201. So profile visits 108,000. So this account right here is prime for influencing, but they also probably want a pretty penny for influencing as well for your products. So that's ideal counts for marketing. And we can go on to a different one. We'll go on to Skillfoot 7. Actually, that account was taken down. I stopped advertising that one after it went bust. We go on to Soccer Stars. We can tell that their account isn't as good. Actually, it's still pretty good. It still has 20 million impressions, 7 million reach, not as many emails or website clicks. So that's one you want to be iffy about, because the other profile we saw had 16,000 website clicks. This one only has 46. So impressions are good, reach is good, but website clicks are down. So that specific page you guys might want to do further research on when it comes to comparing and contrasting football pages. And the last one we have is Techers. Impressions 37 million, reach 8 million, emails 283, profile visits 102,000. Holy crap. So make sure you guys are gaining analytics, but also creating a spreadsheet when it comes to all your influencers and contacting, because it can get very confusing. So make sure you guys create a spreadsheet when it comes to your specific niche and the people that you're contacting, because I was super confused the first week I was doing this. I had no idea what the heck I was doing, and it got very, very confusing very fast. So if you guys don't have Excel downloaded onto your computer, you can just go on to Google Sheets is what it is, and just use their free platform for Excel. So it's free. You guys don't need to pay for this. You guys want to create something like this. This is exactly what I use when contacting pages. So we have the feed price, we have the story price, we have the notes, contact, and analytics. So these are some of the pages I contacted for the first maybe few weeks I was doing this. And then after that, it's all pretty straightforward. So for the first maybe few weeks, have this kind of documents. And then after that, it's all kind of the same thing. It's all kind of the same process, and it becomes pretty straightforward. But we have the email, we have the views average, followers. So make sure you guys are noting the views average per post. So just click on a few of those posts and see what the views average is. If it's 500,000, one has 200,000, the average is around 350,000 or something. So just go on to a few of their posts and do some history of their actual page. So views average is like 5 posts. The average of those 5 posts is the views average. Followers obviously are pretty straightforward. And then the feed price. So for Best of Football, they wanted $2,000 for a 24-hour feed post. They have 5 million followers, but $2,000 is absolutely insane. I still have that one on there for some reason. I don't know why. So if I zoom in here, we have the next one is football battles. So we have followers 1.3 million. And we have view average is only 30,000. So views isn't good, but they still wanted $150 for 24 hours and $100 for 12 hours, which isn't great. And then in column G, we have the story price views. So for a story post, for 24 hours, we have $80, and for 12 hours, we have $60. So in the no section, I have for the future or for now. So the future meaning in a few weeks, I would start advertising with them, or now meaning right now, obviously. And then contact, send when ready. So I would send the ad copy when I was ready to start marketing with that specific influencer. And then analytics, yes, no, obviously. So yes, meaning that they sent the analytics. So after you guys have a website, a product, ad copy, and an influencer, you guys can send that post to the influencer via WhatsApp or email and see how that post does. Now, how the ad does will dictate where you go in the future. So if the post does well, if the ad does well, then you can start stacking multiple accounts with the same ad. So you have a few accounts running the same ad, start stacking up, scaling up when it comes to that specific product. If it does bad, then you start modifying your ad copy a little bit. So a title, the picture of the product, etc. So does well, stack, does bad, modify the ad copy. So it's a very simple process, guys. You can make a lot of money doing this. Very simple, very straightforward. Again, a website, a product, ad copy, influencer. It's that easy to make thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, the process I explained to you guys just now sounds all merry and fun, but there's some of you that are like, oh my gosh, it's so much work. A website, creating ad copy, making an ad, contacting influencers. That sounds so hard. I'm not going to do that. Okay, I respect that, guys. It's a lot of work for some of you. All right. So instead of ending the video right there with this amazing process of making money through football pages and Instagram that most of you should probably implement into your life, I'm going to make this process so easy for you that you're going to take drastic action to make money online through football pages. So I'm going to share with you guys a secret that's hidden from the rest of the world, or hidden from the majority of you guys, 98% of you, when it comes to growing a page, growing accounts, to become an influencer, growing a brand, etc. from 0 to $250,000 in less than a year, and 0 to $1 million in less than 3 years. It's extremely easy. If you guys are lazy as this is for you. If you guys just want to eat chips and play video games the rest of your life and make money from this process, you can do this. It's that simple, that easy to understand. So if you guys weren't paying attention to the first process of making money, now you should, because this process is stupid easy. So pay attention, because you guys can make a lot of money again from this process of growing accounts, growing a brand, and becoming your own influencer. So here we go. We are back in the phone here. So most big accounts on Instagram have a backup account. They are growing for either, if their big account is deactivated, so it's a side venture they're doing for leverage, to back up their main accounts, or to sell. So most big accounts have backup accounts. So their smaller accounts are between like 5,000 and 10,000 subs, followers. We're trying to buy these smaller accounts. So if you're new, you're trying to buy an account to grow on your own. And what most people don't understand about this process when it comes to buying accounts, you're not trying to buy followers. You're trying to buy DM groups. So DM groups are super powerful. Like, I can't even explain or portray how powerful they are when it comes to growing accounts. It's extraordinarily powerful. It's incredibly powerful, so make sure you guys are looking for DM groups and not necessarily the amount of followers the account has. But when you're contacting these accounts, these profiles, these pages for influencers for selling your products, also ask if they're selling any smaller profiles or any pages as well, and most likely they are. It's not about the followers they have on those pages, it's about the DM groups they're using to grow their pages, and 98% of the time they don't delete those groups before they sell you the account. So you're buying 10,000 followers, great, but you also have 100 plus DM groups that they have to grow their profile. So again, it's not about the followers, it's about the DM groups that they don't delete before they sell you the account. So usually I would say most 10,000 accounts, followers or less, cost between like $200 to $500, if that actually. I would say between $100 and maybe $300 between a 0 or 1,000 to a 10,000 follower account. And above that, it's not worth your time, because you're more for growing that account with the DM groups, and it's very possible to achieve 250,000 followers in less than a year with DM groups. So again, you're buying the DM group, not the followers. And always ask actually if the DM groups come with the actual package of the price of the profile, the page, because most people, most sellers and influencers don't know the value of actually the DM group. So they don't even really price that as anything. It's just, oh yeah, it's included. So ask actually if it's included in the package of the price, the profile, the page as well, because they don't know how to properly price their page when they're selling it. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna dive in the phone right now and show you guys a page that I own and how powerful it is when it comes to DM groups, real quick. All right, so for the purpose of keeping this profile private and as organic as possible for me, I'm gonna blank out the username and stuff, but I'm gonna show you guys a post and show you how powerful one post can be when it comes to DM groups. So if I can find the post that's the example I was going to show you guys. Okay, it's this one. So if I go into insights, I can see that there were 22,000 people that liked it. There was 87 comments, which isn't great, but there were 776 sends and 5.2K saves. But the most important thing is the reach. It's how many people are seeing your actual post when it comes to explore. So there was 520,000 accounts reached with this one post. There was 1,000 follows and 635,000 impressions with one post. And if we see the comments of this one specific post, we can see that the majority of the top comments when it's first going kind of viral were from DM groups. And you can always tell when someone's in a DM group when the top comments are, damn, dope post, wow, damn, wow, responds, amazing, that's cool, bro. That's all DM groups. So we can tell that they're DM groups by hitting the actual count. So Football Grounds responded with damn, and his account is 163,000 followers. Football for Vids commented wow, and his account is 150,000. Football 7 Vids commented damn, and his account is 30,000. So the way it works is that Instagram sees this post as important because you have 3 accounts that are pretty big, 4 accounts are pretty big that are liking this post and saying, wow, commenting, it must be important to Instagram. It must be important to the soccer niche. So it'll promote this post higher than most because it has these comments from bigger accounts that are deeming this post as important. So for example, if like 433 or Arnold Zions likes a post of yours, your post, if you know what you're doing when it comes to backend of your services, so the thumbnail, the picture, the title, the hashtags, if that's all aligned correctly and they like your post, it will 98% of the time go viral. 98% of the time go viral if they like one of your posts. That's why DM groups are so important and so valuable, is because that Instagram deems those posts as important if big pages like them. So that is DM groups, guys. Now, if you're growing accounts, if you already have a lot of DM groups, it's more valuable, it's more intuitive if you buy accounts that are already bigger, because you can then transfer all your DM groups to that page that you just bought that has a lot of followers. So if you're just starting out, if you're a new beginner, buy accounts that have more DM groups than followers. But if you're an expert, if you're more veteran, then buy accounts that have more followers so you can transfer those DM groups into your new account. But that is DM groups, guys. That's all I have to say for this specific topic. If you guys have any questions, I'll be responding to all the comments in this video. Maybe not all of them, but I'll try to respond to as many as I can, because I know this subject was kind of difficult for many people who are a little bit younger than me. So I'll try to respond to as many as I can. If you guys leave any comments, I will respond to most of them. But that is going to wrap up today's video, guys. I'd like to enjoy it. Make sure to subscribe, helps out the channel, comment, like, share, and as always, I'll check you guys in the next vlog. Deuces!